Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Good to see so many of you here already. Welcome. I'll change that light a little bit. It's a bit crazy. There we go. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to my channel. If not been here before, welcome back if you have. And I hope you're looking forward to the usual 2 hours of me chatting inanely and you guys asking me questions or each other questions and whatever, just hanging out and chilling on this astonishing day, this 80th anniversary of D-Day. I hope you like the, which way? I think that way. Hope you like the stripes, the invasion stripes. So, I hope you're all okay. Just going to say a quick hi. Bearded veteran, Mikey, first in the room. Good lad. Hey, Hobby Time, Matthew. Hey, Stuart, Harry, Nick Pickett. From Bladen on Tyne, lovely Julian, good to see you. Bobby G, how you doing, my man? Good to see you. Nigel, well, you don't have to have beer, but you know, I just helps me talk for 2 hours if I've got some beer. Chosen beer of the day, by the way, always like to make, is this Hatherwood's American IPA from Lidl, and it's actually quite nice. In fact, it's very nice. Got a sort of a slightly lemony, sort of grapefruity edge from the American hops. Nice bitterness to it as well, though, rather than being too sweet or too sort of bland. It's got a nice like bite to it as well. So, well worth looking at if you've got a Lidl near you, I think. Andy Holt, Simon, Joe Matchbox, Simon, how you doing, fella? Andy, good to see you too. Nick, Mystery Box Nick, how you doing, man? Good to see y'all. Anyway, cool. Right, so today I'm going to be starting off on the High Court 177, the Meng kit, egg kit. You know me and my egg kits. First Thursday of the month, it's time for a Meng kit, an egg kit, Meng kit, and of course the other one. Normally, just a quick reminder. The next live, it's a bit premature, I've only just started talking, but the next live stream is going to be on the 18th of June, which is Waterloo Day, Waterloo anniversary. But I'm not going to be in this room, I'm going to be in a hotel room somewhere, so I'll be making probably the Sherman, I think, the new quick build Sherman, because I won't need any glue or paints or anything like that now. So that'd be quite cool while I'm chatting with you. Normally it'd be a 144th scale kit of something, but anyway, just to point out that's what's going to happen next time. So Dane, good to see you. Happy 80th D-Day indeed. This is what we'll be doing today. Today I've spent a distressingly large part of the day putting transfers, decals, decals, whatever you like to call them, on bombs that are going to go inside a bomber. Okay, so the Liberator, been doing the bombs for the Liberator, painted them, and each bomb has 4 decals on it, plus you have to paint the nose yellow, and then the little windmill for the fusing system, aluminium presumably, I don't know, but my point is I've got 8 bombs in there, 8 500-pounders, 4 decals each, plus a load of work on something that frankly I'm probably never going to see. Even with the bomb bays open, I'm not going to see them unless I pick the plane up and have a look. So, contentious question of tonight is, do you bother with all these stencils and bomb stencils, and or do you think, do you know what, at the scale I'm building and at the distance I'm going to watch it at you know, sitting on a shelf or whatever, I can't be bothered. I cannot be bothered. What do you think? I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about this, because I kind of feel I should do these things because I've got a channel where I'm talking about how to do things, so I kind of feel, well, I should do them, but you know, it's like, what? Why bother? I can't read, and they're beautifully printed. You know from a lot of my reviews online these days, Cartograph in particular. You know, you've got a 1/2 mil little thing, and you've got this text on the bombs, and you can read it says £500 and general purpose and TNT and da 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 da, and I'm never ever going to see it again. Still fascinating. I mean, to be fair, some places go a bit more overboard with stenciling than others. If you look at the Phantom, for example, I think there's like 180 stencils. Like, don't press this, press that, don't go near here, don't push here, and all the rest of it. I just, sometimes it drives me crazy. I look, so I haven't built a Phantom yet. The only reason I haven't built a Phantom yet, the FX 172nd, is I keep looking at the stencil set and I think that is 2 weeks work right there for 30 seconds of filming. I really, anyway, there we go. Let me know what you think. Oh, you already are. Yeah, I mean, part of it, it's like all of it, excuse me, I was almost sneezing. It's like the interior work you do. A lot of us, we all do it. You know, I've got the B26 Marauder from ICM. Beautiful kit. It is going together so beautifully. I'm using just their paints as well. Spraying their interior green was wonderful, really nice. But I'm looking at it thinking, right, well, what I'm going to do is put a varnish coat down on all of this. When I've got all the interior bits and pieces in, I'll put a nice sealer coat down. I'll start putting in some weathering, you know, some just dirty it up a bit, pull out some of the lines in the fuselage structure and things like that, and then think, well, am I actually going to see any of that? Am I actually going to see any of it? The amount of time I spent, I'll show you, the amount of time I spent on the Liberator. Liberator. Lovely kit. Lovely kit. Right, you can see into the bomb bay. Fantastic. Can I see anything else? Well, I can see quite a bit of the cockpit. That's grand. Can I put it down here? I wonder if I put it down here for a bit. See if we can have a look at things here. There you go. So you can see into the cockpit. That's fantastic. And you know, when there's a turret there, you probably won't be able to see that. When there's a turret there, you probably want to be able to see like inside there. You can see inside through the side windows, but then I've got them open. The bomb bay, yes, you can definitely see all of that. That's fantastic. That'll have loads of bombs in soon enough. There's a ball turret going in here, so I won't be able to see anything in there. And there's a tail turret. I won't be able to see anything past. Other than that, they've got precious few little windows. And I put a lot of work into that interior. Let me tell you, a lot of work. I don't know. Sometimes it just seems a bit crazy to me, but as I say, I have to do it because I'm doing it for the channel, and people will say, well, why didn't you do that then? The pieces are there, why didn't you bother? You know, you should be doing that. And well, yeah, I should be doing that. Whatever. Anyway, so how are we doing? Oh, Joe Olmo, good to see you, matey boy. How you doing? Okay. Yeah, Andrew, it is about, a lot of it is about the feeling of having done. I guess, you know, you look at it and you think, yes, I've spent a lot of time doing it, but I know the details there. It's almost like doing a it's almost like some sort of tribute in a way, I guess, a lot of these builds to the people who have flown those planes in whatever guise they are, whether it's civilian or military or whatever. And to the designers, and you know, they've gone to the bother of making it in the kit, so seems a bit rude not to, I guess. But I don't know. Sometimes. Oh, Kev. Oh, the Wellington Mark II interior. Do you know what? With the Wellington Mark II, I did notice that in the instructions there are large parts that they say, well, not large parts, there's quite a bit that they say, you know, if you're really worried about it, then put these in, but they're not structural. You're probably not going to see them, so unless you really need to, then why bother? So it's kind of nice that they do that and admit the fact that a lot of people won't bother. But then, you know, I'd feel wrong in a way. You know, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So, drink of choice as a Hatherwood IPA from Lidl. Very tasty American IPA. Very, very nice. Almost finished, however. So I may move on to something else. Right. Enough messing about. Yeah, Andy, yeah, exactly the thing. You think, yeah, it's not worth doing it, so I won't bother, and then you do. Because you look at the stencil sheet and you think, oh, I've missed, oh, you know, I should do it. I should. You know, they've gone to the bother of making them. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. It's fun to know, because, yeah, as I say, I have to do them, in a way. So, Paul, hello, mate. How you doing? So, yes, I've been doing the bombs on the B24. That's rattling along nicely. I've started doing the turrets for that. Things are sort of generally getting better time-wise at the moment, so I'm beginning to sort of move along a bit. As you've bothered to tune in, I thought I'll give you a cheeky sneak preview of something, which is the old Rotodine there in the RAF colours, Middle East colours, a bit like the Hercules RAF Support Command colours, Air Support Command, I should say. So that's going nicely. I've got the back doors open on that, done some work on the inside with some structures, and I'm going to have a little Land Rover driving into, build a little ramp for it and things like that. Now, hopefully that won't be too long before that's finished, and that's up online as well. That's not got far to go. The B26, as I said, the ICM B26 I've started, and that's looking absolutely lovely. Really amazing. Really happy with that. Bobby, oh, you enjoyed the Mustang video? Glad to hear it, matey. It's a nice kit to make, I have to say. It's a very nice kit to make. As a basic kit, it's actually really good. I think it's got a lot of potential, but that's what the next video is about. It's all about playing the potential of it and jazzing it up and doing a few things. I did some experiments early today which kind of went okay and some kind of didn't, so I may have to rethink one or two things very slightly, but generally speaking, the major plan is working well. I think it'll look really fun. Andy, you know, Bob, what you can do next? What have you got to do next? Come on, mate. Think about it. Have some fun. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Challenge yourself every now and again. It's good to have a bit of a challenge for yourself and think, oh, I've never made one of those before. I'll do that. I mean, I've got like an AMT car kit, you know, 1/25th scale car kit to do. I was sent by the guys at Model Works, actually. That looks like fun. I might have a crack at that soon. Again, because it's something totally outside of my experience. It'd be nice to do some proper finishes for the paint as well, if I can. I've got the Eiffel Tower to build, which would be, it'd be great fun to do. Goodness only knows where I'll store it. Yes, I know, Paris, ha ha ha. I don't know where I'll store a model of it in the place. So we'll see. We'll see. Leslie, oh, you got signed in. Well done, you, man. So you're in a Polish shop, you've got Polish beer, and the lady in the shop had a spectacular hangover. Was it from the beer? Oh, she discounted the beer, said good beer, never again. Oh boy. Good luck. Good luck with that. That sounds quite dangerous. Right, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, okay, right. Propellers. ACF Nugget, how are you doing, man? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. The biplane thing that was free from Airfix. And a Lend-Lease Soviet Spitfire from Zvezda. Oh, ICM. Okay, cool. Very nice too. Very nice too. Okay. Let's cut some of these propellers out while I'm chatting. Oh, Leslie, the beer was 9%. Okay, well there's your problem. Right there, 9% for a beer. Oh my goodness. I went to Belgium a few years back to Ghent, or Ghent. Beautiful city, to visit a guy who was running a microscopy lab. And it used to be my job to talk to people like this. It was really fun. Great job, actually. A lot of fun. He's a guy from Boston. His family's from Boston, and they were all raised in the restaurant business. He's the first one to sort of stray away from the restaurant business. Ended up being this sort of magician of microscopy, which is really fantastic. Anywho, he took me to just an astonishing restaurant in Ghent, where there's no menu. There's like sort of 12 seats and no menu and no wine list. They just say, right, this is the meal tonight is this number of euros, and it's 5 courses, and there's wine, and you think, great, and they just go, and oh, just beautiful mussels and a pork dish which was delightful, and amazing vegetables, really fresh, sharp tasting vegetables, really lovely meal. Anyway, the next day we went back to the lab and did some business stuff we needed to do, and then on the way back he said, well, what time's your train? I said, like, 2 o'clock or something. So, oh cool, we can go get a beer in the square, main square. So we went into the main square and got a beer, and he said, I said, well, I'll have something local. He said, okay, cool, and he ordered this beer for me, and it was indeed local. It was from Ghent, and it came in a bottle that was like completely painted. It wasn't like you couldn't see inside it. It wasn't just labelled. It was like covered completely, and it was gorgeous. And it was really, really lovely, rich, deep, intense flavour. Just a lovely sort of tang of bitterness to it, but like a warmth as well. I sat there and just having this. Wow, this is just such nice beer. That's great. That's amazing. What is it? And he told me the name about. Fantastic. And he said, yeah. Only thing is, it's like 10.4%. So okay, 10.4%, and I have to go on the train, change at Brussels onto the Eurostar, and get home. And I was meeting my dear wife. We were going to have for some reason, we were going to have a champagne afternoon tea at Euston. I don't know if it was one on offer or it was an occasion. I can't remember. I can't remember much because this dude bought me another one as well. So 2 of those, then the journey back from Brussels in like Eurostar's business, where they keep feeding you things, and then afternoon tea with champagne. Oh my goodness, what a day that was. So yeah, whilst they are lovely in theory, sometimes they're really good to stay away from them. But it was nice. It was fun. Oh, the biplane was the tiger moth. Oh, right, that was the one that was given away when you ordered some stuff, sort of New Year, Christmas time, New Year or something, wasn't it? Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's cool. The tiger moth, lovely. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Hello, Simon Brewster. How are you too? Good to see you guys along. yeah, so I'm going to put the propellers in together now. There we go. They kind of sit in like that, which is very nice. What else has been happening? Oh boy, I know it's not a lot much else been going. I've been sort of trying to catch up with bits and pieces here and stuff. There's still like a lot to do here and there around things, but you know, we're getting there. We're getting there. So hopefully there'll be more actual videos turning up of me building stuff rather than me just opening boxes. Although I've got some more box reveals to do. I've got the new CH54 Tahi, the one with the pod underneath, the universal pod. I've got one of those to have a look at, which is very nice. The Blenheim you've seen that arrived the other day. What else is there? Oh, it's a strange tank. It's a Berger Panther tank chassis, but with a Panzer Mark IV turret on it. Looks fun. I've got one of those to have a nose at. I've also got Dane Stewart, top lad, sent me the other day a couple of things. 3 things actually. One was the absolutely awesome thing that's going to be the Kiss of the Week review next week. I'm not going to tell you about that. Dane knows what it is, but the rest of you don't. That's going to be the reviewed kit of the week, and I will be building that as well, because I've had a close look at it and it looks truly incredible. Also, he sent over a Jaguar, the Italeri Jaguar 172nd. I love a Jaguar, and the Hobby Boss re-release of the P40 Lightning. P40, P39 Lightning. Oh, it's P40, P39 8. Oh, one of those days. This thing, right? I know 39 is the Aero Cobra. That's just come out with Armour Hobby. Definitely want to grab hold of one of those. That looks amazing, because the 172nd was lovely. P38L Lightning. Okay, that in 148 as well. That's fantastic. That's going to be cool. Have a good look at that, and probably will get around to building that soon, because I do like a Lightning. Jaws, any update? Yeah, now I've got a little bit more time, I can go back and do all of these things I should have done months ago, including that build video. It's kind of one reason why I'm not, it's not that I don't want to do more group builds, it's just that I know that, you know, you should really, when you do group builds, do videos about what people have done, and you guys spend so much time doing the work, and I feel terrible when they're not there. So I will be doing it. Very soon, very soon. I'll finish doing it. I've actually started it ages ago, but things overtook. So I will definitely be doing that. It hasn't been forgotten. Well, it will be before next winter. I absolutely will be. But that's why I'm kind of I'm kind of shying away from doing too many group builds, only because it just is I can't do it justice in a way, you know what I mean. You'll want to use my Facebook pages, you know, the Gary's Friends stuff pages, and do group builds. You're absolute, please use that as a home. I'm very happy for that. Don't mind that in the slightest, and I will do them when I can, but it'll probably be autumn before there's like an official group build again, I suspect, because, you know, I don't want it to get, yeah, exactly, Andy, I don't want it to be that. I do not want it to be that, mate. I don't want it to be yet another Winter Warriors build, because it's taken so long. You're absolutely right. The starter set of the Tomahawk. That's a lovely kit. Lovely kit. Really enjoyed it. I've got the 1/48th one up there. I picked up when I went down to Airfix recently. That looks really nice as well. For some reason, they did really well with those kits. What it is, but something about those kits, they really, I think, hit the nail on the head with them. And they are amazing. They build really well, and they look great at the end of it. Hobby 2000, just thank you, Dane. I know. As I say, it's just been one of those days. Yeah, it's the frustration of dealing with a government department, and at the end of it finding out the reason why they haven't sent you something is that they've got the wrong address. They've read the wrong address. So the actual information I need has been sent out. Unfortunately not to me, which is quite interesting. So it's little things like that you know, keep you busy, don't they? Keep you busy. Jules, okay, well, I'll see you in about half an hour, mate. I'll still be here. I will be here, don't you worry. Andy, mate, I'm glad you do post everything to the Facebook group, because that's kind of what it's there for. It's there to share what you're up to. It doesn't have to be a group build. Just please do put up your work in progress stuff. You know, because apart from anything else, apart from it just being interesting for its own sake, I find it fascinating. I love reading what people are up to and seeing what people are up to. Apart from that, it could be someone else is doing the same kit or is doing the same sort of thing, and it brings up something, say, oh, hang about, Andy, by the way, I've just got this, how did you get around that? And you've helped them. You give them an answer and you've helped them, and that's kind of what the whole Gary's Friends stuff is about. It's about helping people out with ideas, with, you know, your experience of kits or a particular type of product or whatever, anything like that. It's all about sharing, keep having fun, and about helping each other out. I think that's pretty much all I want from it. Really hope you can keep doing it, Andy, because I love watching them, mate. I really enjoy seeing what you're up to. A7. Oh, that's a gun. This doesn't look like it's going to take a long time. Stuart, is the Facebook group link on your homepage at Gary Stuff? Do you know what? I don't think it is. But if you go to any of the Monday Matters shows and look in the information box, there should be under that. If there isn't, first of all, shame on me. I'll make sure there is from next Monday. But if not, then do just go onto Facebook and search for Gary's Friends Stuff. That's it, and it'll take you there. If you've got a good history on YouTube, like you haven't made a nuisance of yourself anywhere, you've posted reasonably recently and stuff like that, it'll automatically accept you as a friend, and it will automatically accept you into the chats and everything, and yeah, you'll be able to join in and do what you want. Everything will be cool. Does that go in there? Oh, it does go in there. Okay. Yeah, so it should accept you automatically. If not, then drop me a line. Either email me or drop me a line through the channel or something, and let me know, and I'll see what the problem is. But it should do. It really do. It should do. Hoping that the third off sale on selected items will go to Airfix, because Hornby have got Scalextric are doing it. Hopefully. Well, you never know, it might do. It depends on their warehouse stock levels and how much stuff they want to get rid of before the next lot of stuff arrives. Now, they do have 2 shipments imminently arriving. One is going to be the new lifeboat, I kind of expected that all actually to be available by now, because I was understood that it was on the same ship as the Bulldog. But then in the middle of the month, the Chinook would be arriving as well, the new Chinook. So they've got a lot of stuff to be putting on. They've also now got the D-Day box set, 5 planes set that they're selling, so that'll be taking up warehouse space. So I'm guessing if once they start getting pressure on the warehouse, they'll start these sales again. Oh, 148th J20. Oh my goodness, how about that? Rob, do sticky pencils really work? Struggling some small parts. Yeah, I use what in the old days they used to call Chinograph, but I think that was a trade name. So grease pencils, I think they call them now. Oh, this is a Fano China marker. I'll put it under there. There we go. You keep the top sort of reasonably pointy, and then it's really good for just tapping and picking up little bits of photo etch and stuff like that. Really good. They really work well for me. I know you can get ones that have got like a sticky end to them, like a manufactured thing, the sticky end. I can't seem to find any myself. Otherwise, fancy trying them out. But I use what I call a Chinograph, a grease pencil. I find these work really well myself. It's just me. John, will I be doing a video? Yes, I will be doing a video about the bucket filter. I'll see if I can edit that up over the weekend. Maybe. Yeah, I think because I've got the whole thing about putting the whole gizmo together and then making the bucket filter. It is brilliant. I've not had any problems at all with it so far. I think it's excellent. Joe, you're looking at building the odd Matchbox Marauder. Very nice too. Very nice too. Yeah. Simon, last year's 33% off sale wasn't earth-shattering, but it gives a chance to snap up a few vintage classics. That's a cool idea, actually. I will be checking that out if that comes along, because I do like a vintage classic. I've got some stuff I want to buy. I'm actually trying to get hold of a Brewster Buffalo, because I've got a mask for it. Mark at City Models sent me a mask, because I really do want to make a Brewster Buffalo, the kit. So I'll be looking out for one of those. So if they start selling them, because they've still got a few left in the warehouse, that's me. I'm onto that. Ryan, T-Rex, Rob, T-Rex, really amazing. Oh dear. Yeah. Amazing. So the lovely thing about your being here, I can't always keep up with all the comments. So every now and again I have to quickly have a look. Yeah, bearded Mikey, you barely remember to post your own profile, let alone a group. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. I know exactly how you feel. Exactly how you feel. Matchbox, yeah. Andy, Tank Fest, then a model show in Eastbourne in July, and yeah, and if you're going to Eastbourne, then that's not all that far away from New Haven, is it? And you can go into Model Works and go and see the boys there and see what's going on. Tacky wax from Deluxe Materials. Simon, I will check that out, my friend. Pink Floyd. Oh, Nick. My old college band. Not when I was there, I hasten to add, but many years before I was at the college. They were the college band. They went to Regent Street Polytechnic, as it was then, in London, I believe. Yeah. Overtime. Yeah, it's going to be over. Bobby, mate, overtime is what I have to put in to build all this stuff. I've got so much stuff to build. It's lovely, lovely situation to be in. But as I keep looking up at the wall and think, oh, I really want to make that. Oh gosh, I really want to make. I want to make that Swift, and oh, I've got that P40, and now I've got a P38, and then there's that the Bristol transporter, and and they've got some 109s, and I've got the stuff here, and I've got this, and I've got those, and a big pile. There's piles of boxes here. And I just want to build all of it. It's really, really, really annoying. But anyway. It could be worse. It could be worse. I might have nothing to build, and that would be a tragedy. It really would be a tragedy. Yes, Tim doing the FX Hunter, the 148th Hunter, with an Aerocraft T7 conversion. Very nice. And you're playing ELO in the background. That is excellent. Good choice on both counts. Hunter T7, best Hunter T7, best T7. Still got mine over here. Literally my Hunter T7, which I flew in this exact aircraft. X-Ray Lima 619 Matchbox kit. The first of the Matchbox challenges, and that's always next to my model bench because I love the plane so much. And now Aerocraft T7 conversion. Maybe have to have a look at that. Yeah, interesting. Dane's listening to Roxy music. That Dane is because you are just too cool for school, my friend. I'm just too cool for school if you listen to Roxy music. That's the way it is. Andy, music teacher, used to play Dark Side of the Moon all the time, but I guess if you are overexposed, if you would like to say it that way, to a particular set of music, then you're not going to like it. But yeah, I just love Pink Floyd. It's such a cool band. Chef Ivan, is that a Hele kit? Yes, it is. It's the Hele kit of the Eiffel Tower, the Tour Eiffel, which is quite bonkers actually. But I shall see if one moment. I'll. This shelf is like Jenga. I'm very concerned that if I move anything, then the whole lot's going to come tumbling down, and I'm going to lose my turn. So I'll be very careful. I'll be back in just 1 second. Let's make sure none of these are like structural. No, they're not. Thank goodness for that. That's cool. Those can go back up there for the moment. Oh, boxes and boxes and boxes. Yeah, there we go. Tour Eiffel. 1/650th scale. 57 pieces. And when it's complete, it is 47 centimeters tall. So just about half a foot tall. Yeah, so that's something to make one day. Take down the model club, that would be a laugh. They won't believe that. Maybe do a little base for it with some trees and stuff and some people. If I can get some 600th scale people, I'm sure I can from something that's near enough. Okay, if we go just around from man's model moments. Oh boy, yeah, I know. These things are dangerous to the wallet. They really are. Joe Olmo, always listen to War of the Worlds and Queen. Well, War of the Worlds, let me tell you, mate. I tell you, my dear wife, when she was working as a photographer, had to photograph Jeff Wayne. My God, it's like, well, the Jeff Wayne, and she's saying, what do you mean? So it's like Jeff Wayne, what? Hey, who? It's the Jeff Wayne, War of the Worlds. No, I'll give you a quick briefing. I quickly ran her through the whole thing, and she went back. Went and photographed and came back. Lovely pictures of him. Really, really nice guy. Apparently, really, genuinely good bloke. And he's in the middle of one, or just about to have one of his tours. And I had, from back in the day when it came out in the 70s, late 70s, about 78, I think it was, the box set of like the War of the Worlds on vinyl, and a booklet inside, and 12-inch of Forever Autumn, and a couple of other things in this big old box set. I think they made about 5,000 of them or something. I grabbed one, so I got the leaflet and the insert booklet out from him. Said, get him to sign this for me. So really, yeah, please get him to sign this. And he did, and he signed it. No one would have believed, or something. And like the opening of War of the Worlds, Jeff Wayne. And he said to Maria, "Well, look, if you want, why don't you come to one of the shows and see one of the shows, and then come backstage afterwards and have that." And yeah, that's what we did. We went up to Manchester. We couldn't do London because Maria was away, but went to Manchester, watched the show, and then backstage with Jeff Wayne and all the gang, and it was just unreal. And it's incredible after all of the technological updates and everything else, and all the music and everything. The sound is exactly the same. The sampling of all the sounds has been done so well. It actually sounds like the original 70s music, but with really good singers, modern, absolutely superb. I absolutely love it. Absolutely loved it. Hey ho. Camera Obscura. Okay, I'll check it out. Queen, Elo, Jeff Wayne, Floyd Dada. Did your generation stick Stafy pins in your ears for nothing? Well, actually, Andy, I guess in some ways, yes. In other ways, no. There was some cracking music from like 77, 78 in a lot of genres, and I listened to pretty much all of them. The only thing I can never get my head round, never understand, never truly follow is jazz. A lot of people think, oh my god, that's crazy, you've got to understand, jazz is just like the best and da da da. I just can't get my head around jazz at all. Traditional jazz, yeah, but not a lot of stuff. And people, oh, you've got to listen to this, and I listen to it. That, yeah, it left me a little bit cold, to be absolutely honest. But yeah, punks, the 70s, my god, what days, what great days they were, in a lot of ways. And so long ago now. That's the weird thing. When you're of a certain age, like me, you kind of look back and you think, yay, punk, it wasn't that long ago. And you think, actually, yes, mate, it was. It was like almost pushing on for 50 years away. Man, that was a long time ago. But God, the music was good. That and the ska revival, the two-tone coming out up in Coventry. Dude, God, absolutely amazing. Ivan, you're going to have an early bath. Good man. Thanks for dropping it by, and enjoy your evening. Sleep well, as you've got to get up early. Thanks for dropping in anyway. Saw the Pistols aged 15. Oh yeah, here we go. The Pistols. Yeah. See, also at the time I was getting into like the metal and like the Motorhead and all of that. That was my thing a lot more in those days. Dark blues. Oh yeah. Classical. I love classical music. I just, I can't help. I just like music. You know what I mean? People say, what kind of music do you like? I said, well, music. I just like music, man. I just like music. I'll happily listen to stuff, and people look at me, what is that? And oh, it's such what's that then? And then I listen to other things and like, oh, that's a bit trivial, isn't it? It's simple. Well, it's music. If music moves me, then I don't actually care too much what the genre is. It's moving me, it's saying something to me, and I'm liking it. And live music, real music, live music is just something else. It's just something else. It's a visceral sort of effect it has on me. There's some pieces of classical music that when they're live, they just totally take over my mind, my soul, my everything. And it's a really disturbing thing sometimes, but it's also really very moving, very beautiful. It's quite strange how powerful it is. It really is power in the emotions and everything's really cool. I love it. And live, actually live music of old. Going to see Dumpy's Rusty Nuts when I was a kid, you know, in my teens. That's just fantastic. Rocking along rhythm and blues, just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, Bobby, have a few mild builds on that. I hope we go to sleep, mate. I tell you that. Andy's Clash, great band. Free, Rush, Kiss, Maiden. Yeah, Joe. Good night, mate. Oh, up at 2:30. Jeez, God Almighty, mate. Take it easy. Do be careful. Stay up this late and then getting up at 2:30 for work at 4, mate. Take it really easy. Country and Western, actually, yeah, there you go. See, that's the other thing. It's not really my bag. I'm into neither country nor Western. I think, really. Yeah, a lot of respect for the musicians who do it. It's just not my sound, you know what I mean? ZZ Top. Rap. Yeah, rap's got to be a bit special for me to get engaged. Suddenly, it's like Monty Python, isn't it? So, yeah. Well, apart from the Rose, like, what did the Romans do for us? It's like, yeah, I like all music apart from jazz. Well, okay, but jazz and rap. Okay, jazz and rap, and so on and so forth. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, whatever. There's a lot of music I do like. My musical tastes are exceptionally varied. And I've covered the centuries. Yeah, it's music's music. Yeah. I saw Nick Johnson, the overture of Tannhäuser. Excellent. Well, I have a very strange relationship with the music of Wagner. It's Rossini. Rossini once said that Herr Wagner has some wonderful moments, but some terrible quarters of an hour. It does go on a bit. So he wrote some absolute bangers. I mean, some properly great music. And then hour upon hour upon hour of other stuff, let's just say. It's just real. Went to see an opera of his years ago. Meistersingers von Nürnberg. Nice opera, but it was so long, and the seats were really small. Like Royal Opera House, but like the seats were really cramped before they did the renovations. And you know, sitting there, and it's in the last act, and the guys, the hero is been told that he's now won the competition after the previous 3.5 hours being told he can't possibly win because he's not the right sort. He's now told he can win, he can take the prize, he can also marry the heroine as part of it. And you think, oh, now he's going to sing for the next hour about why he's not going. He's changed his mind, hasn't he? And oh, God, get on with it. Absolutely terrible. There we go. Ooh, hello, Crazy Locha, my friend. How are you? Haven't heard from you, seen from you for such a long time. I hope you're safe. Hope you're okay. I hope you're safe out on the roads, because, dude, I do worry about you, mate. Good to see you, though. Oh, even more. Thank you very, very much, Crazy Locha, on behalf of all the people you've just given memberships to. That is so generous of you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, for those of you who don't know, now that you're members, you get to see the supporter special every Saturday that I record, and it's like a about 40 minutes, normally 30-40 minutes. And it's just a chat of what's been going on, what I'm going to be doing, a bit more sort of in-depth look further into the future about what I'm thinking of doing, mate. And I also run ideas by you guys. So I was thinking of doing this. What do you think? And I really listen to my channel members, because you have a proper involvement, as it were, in it, and that's really important to me to get that feedback. And so I'll run ideas. So that's what it is. It's like a sort of extra membership at the club sort of thing, basically. And now, thanks to good old Crazy Loacher, 10 of you are going to start getting that for the rest of the month. So, welcome aboard. Oh, hot and sweaty while switching trailers. Oh my goodness. Well, just as long as you're safe out there and taking it easy on those roads, because those are like, must be going a bit mad now as the time goes on, as into June starts getting, the holiday season starts coming up. The roads over there, just stupid tourists. I know, and a lot of them are British, driving on the wrong side of the road and rubbish like that. Do take it easy, my friend. Yeah. Cool. What else? Oh, lots of references to the Blues Brothers, which is cool. Yeah, we've got both kinds. We've got country and western. Blues Brothers. What a great movie. What a great movie. Oh, dudes. That's one of my favourite films of all time. Really, seriously, such a good film. Oh, I love it. All the if you watch it, make sure, if you can, to watch like the uncut version of it, because there was like a cinema release, which is the one that's normally shown on the TV, but there is a kind of like a director's cut, I guess, where a lot of the stuff never made it to the screen, so there's a lot of colour grading issues and stuff like that. But if you buy like the DVD or get hold of the DVD or whatever, or maybe even be able to download it, maybe you can stream it. I don't know if you can stream the proper version. It would be really cool to watch that, because it explains a lot of the story a lot better. If it's like 20 minutes, 25 minutes longer, but the story's so much better, Anyway, hey ho. That's cool. Crazy. That's what I want to hear, man, is that you're relaxing, and that would be cool. Gavin, King Charles is holding what looked like a field marshal's baton. Well, I would imagine he would, because he is presumably a field marshal or higher in the army, because he's king. So I imagine he would have a field marshal's baton. I don't know. Andy, why do day trippers leave Brighton at rush hour and make my drive home longer? Because they can, and because, they do. That's why they do. They just do, mate. I mean, it's just, they just do. Listen. Oh, you're going to go back through Orlando onto the house. Oh, that's nice. So hopefully you can relax for a bit after that. Ron, airbrushing is more difficult on hot, humid days. Yes, it is. The paints don't like high humidity. They don't like hot weather. They don't like it too cold either. There's like a sort of a sweet spot of humidity where paints work really well. Yeah, you've got to be really a bit careful of that. Fred, 4 fried chickens and a Coke. Yeah, you want chicken wings or chicken legs, honey? Nope, 4 fried chickens and a Coke. And some dry white toast. Loving it. Blues Brothers 2000 rarely gets mentioned for some reason, mainly because Phil, because I don't think it's, this may be like really upsetting an apple cart, as it were, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good a movie. I don't think that it's that I don't think they should have done it, frankly. I think it was a mistake to do it. I know they're probably pressured into it by the studio, so oh, we're going to make a load of money and you really need to do that. Maybe it's a contractual thing, I don't know. But I thought that it was a terrible thing to do. I just really didn't. It was okay, but it's like, I didn't like it. But yeah, maybe a lot of people do. I don't know. So yeah, June, it's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. I love it. I've got that on a t-shirt. I actually have that. I bought it in Chicago. Absolutely love that film. Stuart the King is indeed Commander-in-Chief of the British Armed Forces. So I suppose like, if you're the boss and field marshals get to have a baton, you're going to say, well, I should have one of those as well, because I'm like higher ranking than you lot, so I want a baton as well. Yes, Your Majesty. Of course, Your Majesty. And they give you a baton, because that's what you can do when you're king, I suspect. Yeah. You know, this is going suspiciously well. I mean, I actually put a load of stuff together and glued it all. Actually, I haven't had to glue a lot of it. It's all gone in really, really well. Really nicely. It's a lovely kit. Interesting plane. Odd, but interesting. Yeah, the fact that they said it had to be a dive bomber as well. Really? Really? You want a dive bomber? I think not. But yeah, there we go. Had to be a dive bomber as well. Which is a little bit crazy. Oh boy. So, oh yeah, we should just slap Sunak. Anyway, so just cleaned your Ray-Bans. So okay, fresh pack of smokes. Time to drive. You take it really carefully. Crazy. It's so good to see you. Get in touch. Let me know how you're doing. Right, get in touch, or I'll drop you a line. But let's have a good old chat about stuff. Now things are a bit more easygoing, time-wise for me. Let's have a decent chat. Maybe even schedule a catch-up online if you feel like it. That'd be really cool. Yeah. Stuart, it is. I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock yet, and I'm dangerously edging towards actually putting together a whole egg kit in one show, and that's like blowing my mind, to be honest with you. 10-4. Yeah, briefcase to blues, great stuff. James, heads up on the gallery airbrush shop. My pleasure, completely my pleasure. Got the Mobius Point 3, which is a lovely airbrush. I use it and the 2 and the Swallowtail I pretty much use all the time. I mean, literally all the time. Lovely. Any particular hints and tips for using it to its best? Not really anything other than regular airbrush things. I would pay attention when you're cleaning. Pay attention to everything. Excuse me. Anything in particular? The one thing I have found, when you take off when you're cleaning it, you take off the front end of the nozzle cover with the nozzle in there. Take that off. When you replace it, make sure you clean around on the body where the threads are and where there's an O-ring there. Make sure they're nice and clean before you put it back on again and put the connector on that's got the nozzle in it, because it will blow back if that O-ring isn't sealed up properly. It will start blowing back. That's the only thing I found with it. My fault for not keeping it clean enough. That when I was doing it, I was ignoring that bit. So it's really, really important. We take the. I'll show you. You take the. It's around here somewhere. There we go. So when you have this thing of delight, you know, you take this bit off here, and that's where the. Okay, pull that back a bit. Get the needle out of the way because I don't want to damage that. Okay, so there's a little PTFE gasket here. Make sure that's clean, but also this black neoprene gasket here. Make sure that's all that clean, and all that thread is nice and clean on the inside as well, and then it will be fine. But I have had a little bit of trouble with that because of that gasket not seating properly, because I hadn't cleaned it properly. So there we go. Other than that, I mean, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Cleans up like a dream. It's got a lovely weight to it, like a proper pen, like a proper fountain pen. You can feel the weight. It's not like thin and tinny and nasty. It's a lovely thing. Really beautiful. So I hope you enjoy that. Yeah, considering you spend $50 and you get it free delivery in the UK, I think it's astonishing. And yeah, it works really well, really well. I'm enormously happy about it. If you have any trouble at all, you're having any problems with it at all, just get in touch with them, and they will sort you out. They will absolutely sort you out. Their after sales service is really good. I'm not just saying that because they're really nice people to me, but they're really good. Dane, the China shipment's currently near Spain. Oh, very nice too. I can remember what that is. That's another kit for a weekly thing, because that's going to be cool. That's going to be a lovely kit. I've seen some built, and my God, they look good. ACF Nugget, oh, housework done. Very good, man. Well done, you. Well done, you. Bobby, anyone built the HE177? I've not built the Ravel one. The FX, yeah, the FX is a bit of a classic, wasn't it? Again, Roy Cross box artwork. Absolute classic kit. God, it's so many years since I built one of those. So many years. What's that? That's a gun. Oh, it's a gun barrel. Gallery. Stuart, yeah, it's got. Well, I think it's either. I don't know if it's in the UK or whether it's like in Europe, like Germany or somewhere. But yes, it's one that's a lot closer than the USA. That's the Andy the gallery, the cheapest one. Okay, the GHAD something. It's GHAD. Yeah. Real paint to clean. Really. That's interesting. What in what part of the cleaning process is causing problems? I wonder. I don't use mine now because I've got different ones, but yeah. Stuart, I know they were thinking of doing one in the UK. I don't know if they have yet. They definitely were thinking of Germany. They were thinking also about Italy. But I think most of the thing was getting it over this side of the Atlantic rather than shipping from the USA or China. Anyone know about the release of the Airbrush Tamiya Lotus 33? No idea, I'm afraid. Absolutely no idea. I'm just hoping that Potter will let me have one of their Porsche 917s, but pretty unlikely. But it would be pretty cool to build one of those because that looks lovely, absolutely lovely. Julian, last time you saw the Blues Brothers in hospital, ACA. That's the way to do it. Beer, pizza, and a great movie, yeah. And I like any hospital that allows you to have beer as well as your pizza. Good for them. Yeah. Okay, you got the gallery, and there's no custom stickers on it. Well, yeah. I guess it must. Oh, I can always ask them. They're really nice people. I mean, really nice. I did, because of that flashing problem I was talking about, where I hadn't done the one of the seals properly. I'd taken out a couple of the really tiny PTFE things right in the middle of the airbrush. It's one that they don't give you a spare for. But I got in touch with them and said, hi guys, that this is what I know I'm probably doing something wrong, but have you got any of these? Let me know how much. And they just said, oh, we'll put a few in a bag. They're on their way. By the way, this will do. This is how you're probably not cleaning that thing properly. And I looked and thought, you know what, guys, you're absolutely right. It is filthy. It's manky. So you're absolutely right. I'm not doing that. So that's what it's doing. But we'll send you a bag full of them. Don't worry about it. So how much? Forget it. Don't worry. And then, by the way, we're going to send you one of these, and it's got some new gizmos on it. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you very much. The nozzle won't drop out of the outer bit. Okay. What I do with that, there we go. I use two types of stick when I'm cleaning my airbrush. Okay. First is I'll put it under here because it's easier. Is this? These are used for cleaning guns, apparently. If you look up gun cleaning stick on anywhere, this is the sort of thing. Good, that nice pointy thing. It's quite firm. It's not like a regular cotton bud. It's quite firm, and that's really good for getting in and like going down through the. Like you pull the needle back and then go down through that and then give it a good old clean out. That's really good. Then you can also clean out the front of the they did it. All that's grand. But I also use these. Now these are things. I'm told these are used in the nail bars. So they're quite pointy, but again, got cotton bud ends and quite pointy, for cleaning everything. But they're really good for getting really down. But what they're great for is cleaning out the back of a nozzle. You can put them, it's just the right size to put into the back of a nozzle. And if you give it a twirl, the nozzle will come out with it as well. Then you can put that down, give it and clean it around. So these things are brilliant if the nozzle gets stuck or just want to give it a good old clean out in the middle. These sticks, if you've got an order for some like AliExpress or Temu or whatever, they are dirt cheap. I mean, insanely cheap. Buy them by a sort of bag of 200 or whatever. The ends get used, snap those off. Then I use the wooden bits, all sorts of things. Paint stirring, I use them for holding bits for when I'm spraying. You use the wooden bits afterwards. You even maybe use them in a diorama for all I know. But those are two things I really recommend if you've got an airbrush: gun cleaning sticks and nail cleaning sticks. Absolutely brilliant. Those are my go-to tools for cleaning out things. As I say, it's the nail cleaning one's really good for pulling out a nozzle if it got stuck. So it's just the right size to fit into the back of the nozzle. And then once you've cleaned it off, you can get another one, soak it in alcohol, put it in, give it a good old swirl around. Absolutely fantastic. No problem at all. Drawers. Oh, that KP PC9 is coming in. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Good to hear that. Oh, the 140 Secretariat, Rob. Oh, mate. Thank you so much. Oh, that's going to be cool. That is definitely going to be cool. Thanks a lot, man. Okay. So this is a bit of a pain. This is one bit that actually doesn't fit in. Oh, there we go. There we go. I have to get just the right angle, and that'll fit in. That's nice. Oh, 3D printer kit from lots of layer lines. Oh, that I couldn't help you. I've used a 3D printer once, and it came up with layer lines, and it took such a long time to sand it down, and also probably want to get a mask and full mask and face things, because pretty sure that stuff's horrible for you. But no, I don't know. I just basically just got to stick with it, I guess, to be honest. Okay. Right, so my hindquarter is in essence built. There we go. Classic undercarriage. Go build the missiles now, which is another fun thing on here. This will take about 10 minutes. I'm actually going to build this stuff before the end of the show. Wow, I need a beer to celebrate. Tim, Hataka paint? I've never used Hataka paints. I don't have any. I've never used them, never tried them, so I can't honestly tell you what I think of them. There's a lot of good paint. As I've been trying the Atom paints, Dane sent some over to me, and these are amazing. I've bought some more, quite a few more already, and I've been using the ICM paints on the Marauder interior, and it goes down so beautifully and so matte, much like the Atom paint does actually. Very nice colour density, but controllable colour density, if you understand what I mean. And it's really cool, really good. The only criticism I have of the ICM paint at the moment is the range, in that they've got an olive green that they use for the interiors of the B24. Sorry, it's nothing like American interior. It's way too bright, way too green looking. But once it's weathered down with a bit, I'm sure it'll be fine. But other than that, the colour goes down really well. Ammo, the Atom from Ammo is phenomenal. I've been doing German paint schemes on that and you can go from large scale, really gentle laying down coats if you've done some pre-shading, just that laying down very, very gentle coats to get the amount of coverage just right, so you're happy with the balance of the pre-shade and getting some colour. Absolutely brilliant for that. And again, very matte. And I love matte paints because you can see what's going on so much more quickly. Stuart, my son has a 3D printer. If the kit provides a PDF for some parts, is it worth doing them? I'm guessing it's going to be an STL file or something like that, maybe. I don't know what the what they're actually providing with you. You can give it a try, but my experience of the ones with filaments is that they're really not great quality. I think you really need a resin bath type one to get really decent. Who is it? Armour Hobby have just started selling their aftermarket as STL files for home printing as well, like for the 1/48 Hurricane. It's a really interesting idea. But yeah. Megamo got to me Hotchkiss paint on demo. Very nice. Yeah, they brush well as well. You know, when I've had to do a little bit of brushing with the Atom, it worked really, really nicely. But the spraying is just incredible. Really incredible. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been filming some of that actually. I've been filming the ammo ones, been filming the ICM ones, I've been filming the Airbrush booth, which I've now nicknamed. I've given it a name now, I can't see it. Bring it over. There we go. The booth is now called La Tortuga Loca. It's got a name already. I'll show you again on another day. So that's all working really, really well with the filter system and stuff like that. You know, the bucket filter works so well. So there we go. Oh, Julian, gotta go, mate. All right, good to see you. I'll see you around on the channel and on the comments and on the Facebook group as well. Good to keep in touch, mate. Have a great rest of the evening. Thank you for dropping by. Appreciate it. Oh, you know, one makes Matilda 1. It's really surprising, I have to say. Very surprising. Hey, if no one makes Matilda 1, why doesn't someone tell ICM that that's what they should make? You know, they're still looking for ideas of what to do. I saw briefly something on Airfix's website that looked like they were going to do the same thing. They're going to have a call for ideas as well. I don't know if that's because of ICM. I suspect it is. If that's what they're doing. I know they have done it in the past. They've done it with Vintage Classics. What Vintage Classics do you think we should release? But I think if they're looking for ideas for new kits in the range, and complete new tools for the range, then that is definitely because ICM did it, which I thought was just a great idea. You know, to actually really publicly say, come on, why don't we listen to what you want? You tell us if we can do it, and if it's a good idea, and it looks like commercially viable as well, obviously because they're a commercial company, then we will do it. And that's brilliant. Bobby G, yeah, the club, I'm sure it wasn't. Yeah, it's in a club newsletter. You're absolutely right, that's where it was. I did see that earlier. Although I followed the link and it started banging on about some Porsche motorbike or something. How much do you think this kit should be? How much do you think? What level would this become too expensive for you to buy? We're not going to bikes, I don't make motorbikes. Simon, when's the Walker? Do you know what? The Walker, Simon, is actually down here. It's in the holding studio down there, waiting to be primed. So when I do the next load of big priming, that's going to be in there. So I really want to build that wokka for two reasons. Firstly, because I like a wokka. Secondly, because when I've done that, I think I can legitimately do the reveal for box number 4, maybe even box number 5 as well, because I really want to show people that one. But you know, so very, very soon. Dane, good night, mate. Thank you so much for coming along. Thanks also for everything you do for the channel. It's really seriously appreciated, mate. Really seriously appreciated. Getting some great content out of the stuff you're sending, and yeah, wait to see what you sent me on you'll see on Monday Matters, the fidget kit next week. Absolutely beautiful. So thanks very much indeed, matey. Yeah, Matilda ones. That's really interesting. Really interesting. No one makes them. As I say, maybe it's time to tell ICM or someone else to say, guys, really seriously, you need to make this kit. And of course, if there's you know, development potential in the kit as well, it's the other thing they like to see. So, for example, when I tell Dale at Airfix that, you know, mate, just stop messing around and release a Halifax for God's sakes. It's because I know it's a British bomber. No one makes a decent one, hasn't made a decent one for years and years and years, but there's so much development potential of the kit because there's so many variants, different noses, different tails, different engines, all the rest of it. So, you know, that's how it is. So, Dane, yeah, happy modelling to you too. Thanks so much, mate. Simon, there's been a lot of shiny things to distract. There's been a lot of shiny things and other things to distract me lately. You're absolutely right. Shiny things are a terrible thing in my life. I honestly like I don't know, like some sort of magpie or something. Something shiny turns up and it just grabs my attention. And that's happened a lot recently because a lot of very lovely shiny things have turned up. Okay. There it is. That is our little bomber. How about that? Right, I'm going to see about putting some. These are all stickers, you see. I'm not really. Yeah. I'm going to put them on, but I'll probably take them off and find some proper decals when I paint it. Okay. Okay, Lysander, that's nice. That's something I know a lot of people have suggested to ICM that they need to do. It's a Lysander in 48th. I think should do one in 35th as well. Myself. Yeah, YouTube, that's Flak Magnet. So sad, mate. I know this. YouTube's really not very good for things like that sometimes. The alerts and whatever. But I'll set it again now. Remember, June the 18th, Waterloo Day, 8 PM. I'll be back. I'll be back. Let's just go. It goes on top, doesn't it? There you go. It goes on top because it's top. And they've moulded it out of black plastic, so it has to go on top to make it look. Right. Oh dear. This is so wrong. This, dear friends, is why you paint these things afterwards, because these stickers are not great. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. Yeah, but one thing that ICM did remark is remember that their molds have limits to how big they can make stuff, basically, because they make everything themselves, which is amazing. So they make their own tools, and their tools have a specific size limit. So if it's something that has to be, if it's too big for a single piece tool, like a fuselage is too big, then they won't make it, or a half wing section is too big, they won't make it, because they can't, physically can't. I don't know how close the B26 is to that limit in 1/48, but I think it just looks awesome anyway. I just love it. Okay, it goes on the top. There we go. So, coming up, yeah, that B24, the old Liberator, that's looking lovely, I have to say, looking really nice. A lot to do. I've still got the turrets to finish, so I was doing the bombs earlier, and I then have to do the undercarriage, and then it will be done, because I've painted a lot of it already. And it just sort of slides together, the wings just sort of slide on really well. Lovely bit of design there from Chris Parker-Joy. Simon Stuxer was great on Sunday. Oh, that's good to know. That is good to know. It's always a risk when you go to these air shows. You know, oh, so what are they going to be like? Is everything going to fly? Is everything? But it's really lovely when it's a lovely day, especially when it's a good sunny day. If you're not taking pictures, because quite often, you know, if you've got a cloudy sky, you've always got the thing in the background, the sky in the back, and it's too bright, and it's really difficult to get a half decent picture. But if it's a nice clear blue day, then you can get some lovely pictures. Because you've got a darker sky, although it's actually a brighter day, the sky itself behind you is darker, or behind the aircraft is darker, because it's not a load of cloud reflecting all the light. Yeah, that'll do. I do like Duxford. I haven't been. When was the last time I went to Duxford for the air show? I went to Flying Legends, I think it was, maybe 2017-ish, 2017, 2018. Hi, Weezy Models, how you doing, mate? It was the year that someone crashed a Mustang. Had a problem on approach, and rather than keep turning on to finals, he just kept going with the base and put her down in a field next door. Walked away from it. I like that because we were in the VIP tent. He actually walked into the tent and said, "Hello chaps, here I am," which is quite bizarre. Yeah, he just crashed a plane just to wander in like that. But yeah, so it's about 2018 maybe. That was the last time I was up at Duxford. What a great show, a great field. Really good place to watch aeroplanes whizzing around. I can't see where that last decal goes, so I'm likely to forget it. Yep, I can't see that at all. So, there we go. That, my friends, is with half an hour to go. Half an hour to go. There it is. The Meng Heinkel 177 Greif. There we go. I should actually take all this apart, prime it and paint it properly, which I might do because I actually really like this plane. I know it's a weird aircraft and not the greatest of planes, but I really, really liked it. Simon, got to go to bed. Oh, another one with a really stupid o'clock alarm. Simon, thank you so much for joining in, matey, and we'll speak soon, and I'll start the rocker soon. Really will. Absolutely amazing kit. Thanks very much. for coming along. Stuart, Mike Stott, not been here for a few lives now, is it? I don't know, Stuart, I'm afraid. I really don't know. Hope it's okay. Hope it's alright. Oh, kind of don't know what to do now. I finished the kit. I finished the kit on my live stream. My God. Andy, it's made me want to build the WW Toons Sharp B1. Yeah, some of those Toon tanks are really cool. I think half the problem is knowing how much to accentuate, what to accentuate, and how much. It's relatively easy on planes. You just give them like more sort of stubby wings, and the fuselage looks a bit chunkier, and there's things that you can emphasise, and that's all grand. But yeah, the tanks, it can be a bit difficult. I've seen some of them look really good, and some of them just look like like a, I don't know, like a chubby Sherman or something. You know what I mean? Like a Toon Sherman can just look like a not very well designed Sherman. It's difficult, but some of them you can actually pick out aspects of the design and sort of accentuate them, and do look, some of them really, really cool. Go on. Dave, you built that a lot quicker than you built the Ravel kit. That's not really surprising, is it? Because this has very few pieces. It's designed to just stick together, and I don't have to paint it. So yeah. Wheezy, how are we getting on with the atom paints? I was saying earlier, I really like them. The ones I've used so far have been astonishing. The Luftwaffe colours I did the ME262HG3 in were remarkable. Really good, really easy to control. They mix well. They lay down beautifully. The pigment density is really nice. And it's excellent for pre-shading in particular. As you're going over the pre-shade, you can just see the colours coming through, but the pre-shade is there, and you can put it down in a relatively thin layer, and it just does really well, really well. I'm loving them, the ones I've got so far. I've got more to play with, some late war Luftwaffe, so I've got some late war German kits, some more what if Luftwaffe 46 kits to do, and I can't wait because the paints are wonderful. Through an airbrush, there's a few bits I have brush painted with them, and they're amazing, but not large areas. But large areas are in the airbrush. About 2-to-1 paint to thinner normally. I've been using maybe a little closer to 1-to-1. But just amazing paints, beautiful to use. They just give you so much confidence. And doing large areas, like I was saying, sort of dusting it down with layer after layer of fine layers, just to get just the right amount of pre-shade that you want on there, just the right effect that you want. And because it's a matte, very matte, it's drying really quickly, so you can see the effect straight away. You don't have to have that, wait for that, so you see the solvent coming off of it as it dries. You can actually it just looks dry when it's done. It isn't. Don't go sticking your grubby fingers on it straight away, but it dries very, very quickly. And but then getting closer in, doing like the mottling and things like that of German camouflage is so easy. I love them. I just really love them. I have to say, I really like them. Maybe I can get Miguel to send me some as a sample one day. Oh, worth trying, isn't it? He'll say no because he's got so many people doing stuff for him. But I love them. I've got sent a lot of these, and I bought a few more, and they're beautiful, beautiful colours. I haven't heard, Rob. I haven't heard anything more about a 30-second D520. That would be quite a cool thing. That will be a really, really cool thing. Yeah, excellent. Um, Chris, in the middle of a twin Spitfire. Very nice. Very nice idea. Twin Spitfire. God, can you imagine the talk of that taking off? How much of a boot of rudder you'd have to have with those Merlins chucking it around. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a great idea. Bobby, what was that Hobby 2000 kit you saw earlier? And it was the Lockheed P38L Lightning in 1/48th scale. This one here. I really like Hobby 2000 stuff because the kits are normally really good kits to begin with, so like Hasegawa's or Academy or something. Now the kits are actually generally, and this is a generalisation, I know, there's going to be some say, oh I got this and it was rubbish. I know that's going to happen. But generally speaking, the kits are really good quality kits. But then they put in the paint masks and they put in new cartograph decals. And it, brilliant, just revives the whole kit. I've got, down there, the 1/48th F8 Crusader as well from Hobby 2000. I really want to make that because Crusader is a plane I really, really, really like. And you can do it with the wings posed up, like for takeoff and landing. Absolutely amazing. Bobby, I can't remember whose mould it is. What I should do, of course, is look it up for you. Rather than being lazy, I should go on to ScaleMates and find out for you. Let me see if I can do that on here. Okay, it's not on my. Why is it not on my frequently visited? Oh, because this is the laptop and not the desktop. On the laptop, it would go straight there probably. Hobby 2000 P38 go. Yeah. Hobby 2000 P38 go. Oh, there it is. Okay, right. It's P38L, which is that one, and it is Academy. So it's an Academy from 1994. The original tool. It's the same tooling that Edward used in 2012 for their 1/48th Lightning. So there we go. How about that? We could find out for you. Andy, you saw Godzilla, now you want to build one of those Shindens. Well, I've built one. It's on the channel. It's a brilliantly bonkers aeroplane. The one I built, I think, was the Hasegawa one. There is a one by Zuekimura in 1/48th that's got like the engine and cannons and all that. You can open up and have a look. But the one I built, Hasegawa, was perfectly lovely kit, actually, really nice kit, and it's such a crazy aeroplane, but a lovely design. There we go. Excuse me. Oh dear, do need that. Rob, okay, so Akimura has the 48th, about 35 quid plus postage. That's all right. A 32nd scale went out of stock. Oh well. But that, yeah, 1/32. I'm not going to build many 1/30. I've got some 1/32 scale stuff that will be coming my way that I know of, that I'm going to be building. But it won't be much of it because it's just too big for me. You know, so it's just a physical space thing. You know, like people say, oh, why haven't you done a 1/48th Lancaster or 1/48th B-17s? Because I haven't got a hangar. I've got what is actually quite a large area by a lot of people's standards, but me still not big enough. That's why I don't build the Tahi that ICM are very kind to send me. I'll do there's enough space to do the box review of it, but it's not enough space to build something that 2 or more foot span rotor disc and things like that, just and then put it somewhere to show it. It's just too big for me, too big. Yeah. Paul, windows too big for the holes. What's that on the Lightning or on the Sweki Bobby, where do I put all my finished models? I do have a lot. In boxes, in storage boxes, and every now and again I just cull them. They get recycled. I just don't have the space. There's some I keep just because I really like them, and I take them down to the club, show them there. Keep one, look like the 124 Spitfire. That's never going anywhere unless I give it to 12 Squadron. But they go into boxes, and then after a while I think, well, I've got to clear out the box, and a lot of it gets recycled, I'm afraid. But yeah, ultimately my job is to build them, and I just don't have the space to store them. It would be really nice if I did, if I had like a wall like they have at Airfix with all the models sort of stuck on the wall, you know, just looking down on the top of them. That would be really cool, but there just isn't room here to do that, unfortunately. However, if I did have it and I had a 1/24th scale Typhoon, for example, I'd make sure that the doors on the wings for the ammunition access were actually in the right place, unlike the one at Airfix, which is in the wrong place. I had a great fun telling them about that. Dragon OS X-Ray Seeking. Oh right, okay. The window's too big for holes. How about that? How strange. Wow, amazing, amazing. Yeah. So I do keep some. Things like my Hunter. That's not going anywhere ever because it's my Hunter. I have got this project one day to actually build one of everything I've flown in. Smaller planes in 1/72nd and bigger planes in 1/44th, airliners and stuff like that. Did add it up the other day and it was somewhere over 50. It was quite bizarre how many planes suddenly. It's like, oh, I remember flying on one of those. Oh, yeah, I've been on one of those as well. I wonder if anyone makes a kit of that. You know, it's one of those things. It's crazy. Rob, saw one of my very early videos, very early videos. Basil was probably like, you know, and Radish. For those of you who don't know, my channel started a long time, 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and it was about gardening. It was during lockdown, or during. I actually don't know if it was actually during lockdown. It was during the COVID thing, and I was on furlough, wasn't allowed to do any work, and it was a nice sunny day, so I was just filming what I was doing in the garden, trying to grow things in the garden, and that's how the channel started, doing that. Basil, how do I keep slugs off the basil? Well, we use a lot of slug traps, beer traps, and Maria uses some particular type of slug pellet. I don't know what it is. It's stuff that's safe for everything else. Yeah, copper tape works really well on things like containers, because they don't like going on copper. The conductivity sort of upsets them or something. They really don't like copper tape, so it's really good to rack around a container or a hanging basket or whatever to put tape. So wooden battens, I'll give that a try to see if that works, Stuart, because that's good. I think we've got some copper tape the other day. That's a really good idea. I'll have a look at that. Vince just ordered the Airfix BF109 starter pack. Well, the brand new one. I hope, because that's looking quite good. Is it actually out yet? I don't know. I don't know if it's actually been released yet. The Mustang is, obviously, because I just did that. Yeah, 109. Well, if it is, that'd be grand. I'll have to grab hold of one and build it. Looks lovely. All these new starter sets are so nicely designed. They're really, really, really good. Oh, Mikey's back. Yeah, especially if you wire up a battery to the copper tape. Yeah, I guess so, yeah. We've got a pond. And the one thing that Maria really gets agitated about with the pond is the heron. We have had all sorts of things. Absolutely hilarious, and you know, we've had false herons, we've had all sorts of things, and one of them was this sort of electric fence, basically, for want of a better word. It's like these sort of arms with like 4 things on, and that was supposed to stop anything. An old-fashioned net does the job, but hey ho. Beer traps, yeah, I've done beer traps. Leslie, we do sort of cover them up so they don't get covered in rain, and so therefore things like animals can't get in. But jeez, that's just crazy. Cats drinking the beer. Oh my god, horrible. Slugs eat more of your courgettes than you do. Yeah, I know. Crazy stuff. It's so difficult because you don't want to put a load of like really horrible stuff down on the soil. But you know, at the end of the day, you want to get some plants out of it. I think nematodes are something that's quite good, but you need a fairly large amount of land to be doing it on, because you know you buy this pack of like 10 million nematodes. It's like microscopic worm type things that then infest whatever it is they target, in this case slugs, and then you sort of dilute it down, but it's not enough, like sort of 80 litres of the stuff. So unless you've got a decent sized area of land, 80 litres is an awful lot of mixture, but it's environmentally friendly. I mean, you know, you kind of do think so. The slugs and snails do actually have some sort of biological niche that they fulfill, but that's in the wild, not in suburban gardens. In the wild, there's a lot of natural predation and the things like that. You know, from what I remember, foxes eat them and things like that. But you know, it's just in these environments, they're artificial environments, so you can't really do too much that's entirely natural, because we're not in a natural area. And you've got 2 cats and your wife would come back and haunt me if you fed them slug pellets. Absolutely. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that you should feed them to them, but a lot of the slug pellets you can get are pet safe, so if they do happen to eat them, they're not going to get harmed by them. We've got 2 cats as well, 2 dogs and 2 cats. So, you know, we do have to be really careful about these things. Bobby, looking forward to that Panther build. Me too, mate. If I get time, that is, you need to slow time down somehow. Yes, I do. I need some way of getting like 36 hours in a day. But, you know, every now and again, you just got to, like, finish. And so, tomorrow, instead of doing what I should be doing, I'm going to take the day off and play some golf with another model maker, of course. I'm not just going outside the hobby for too long, but I'm actually playing golf with my mate Ollie from the Harrow Club tomorrow. 18 holes. I've played 18 holes for a very, very long time of golf, so it's going to be quite amusing. I'm not a big I love playing golf. I do enjoy playing golf, but I think I'm a lot better than I actually am, and I'm rubbish. So yeah, there we go. I need a TARDIS. Yeah, I do. I do need something like that. I need to some way of going backwards and forwards in time and just getting stuff done. But you know, it'll get done. And you know, as I say, things are slowly improving on the family front with everything, all the other commitments I've got. So things are getting better and better, and so I will be able to devote a bit more time to building stuff. And I've noticed that actually in the last few days, even I've been starting to build up more and more things that I've been sort of I should get around to that, and then so actually I've just done it. Like this, going back to where we started, these stupid bloody bombs, 8 of these bombs, and 4 decals per bomb on something I'm never ever ever going to see again. So stupid. Andy, the windmill at the last hole always gets me. I know what you mean, mate. I know what you mean. Terrible things. Terrible things. You know, 400-yard par 4 with a windmill at the end. It got putt through it. Shameful. Absolutely appalling. Bobby, sounds good to me. Yeah, I think it is. I like, just like playing golf. As I say, I'm a rubbish player, but a little while ago I just decided to not worry about being good or bad, just having fun. A bit like model making. Controversial, I know, but every now and again it's just like, should be fun. Just do it for fun, and that's my attitude to golf now. I go up there, knock the ball about, as long as I've had a bit of a laugh, good company. At the end of it, I had a good old walk, done a lot of exercise, hit 1 or 2 good shots. The rest of them are going to be very mediocre. Some of them are going to be appalling. I'd have lost a few golf balls. I'd have found a few golf balls, but at the end of the day, I'd have had a great time and very relaxing. It's really good for your mental health to do stuff like that every now and again, whatever it happens to be, whatever's your thing. It's really good to do. Built the Tamiya Panther watching the World Cup from Argentina in 1978. My goodness. Oh, 1978, yeah. Flat Magnet, best round of golf I ever played was in the pub. Yeah, I think there's one, there's something like that, not far from us in West London at the, what they call Westway. Is it Westway? Westfield. There's a sort of a pub type thing like that you go and play putting in. I've not been there, but I've seen it a few times going past on the train. I thought, I wonder what that's like. One day I'll go in there, have a nose around. Excuse me. Shoot, your granddaughter wants to build a tank with you. Well, why not? There's lots and lots and lots of really good tank kits. Oh, by the way, Chris, good night. Thanks for dropping in. It's those are good things that, yeah, exactly, Andy. The Ethics Starter, Tiger and Sherman are great. Other ones like Rubicon make really nice ones in 156. Yeah, 156. Let's go. Just happen to have one. This is a T3485 in here, and these are great kits, I have to say. But like the Airfix starter set, I'll put it under here, be a bit. Excuse me, Mr. Heinkel. Thank you very much. And you can see all the running gear and tracks come as one piece. So there's quite a lot to do in some respects. You know, there's other bits to put on, and the whole system there to do. So you know, it's quite fun, but you don't have to worry about the tracks. So they're nice. Rubicon do quite a lot of kits, and they're very nicely moulded as well. Robert, yeah, I do know what you mean, mate. So yeah. Tamiya kits, yes, they are nice. Yeah, the quick build tank, yes, Leslie. I was saying that's something I'm going to be doing on the next live stream on the 18th. As I'll be away, staying the night before an ethics press day, actually, down at the RNLI headquarters in Poole. We're going down there. They've got a press event there, and we're going to have a look at how lifeboats are made. So hopefully I'll do a nice little video about that. And of course, obviously the new lifeboats are coming out. So it's a Shannon class lifeboats will be coming out very, very soon. Certainly by then they'll be out anyway. Vince, well, you know what? Every day we all try and enhance our skills. Well, every day when we try and build something, there's always something you think, oh, I wonder how I can do a bit better doing that. And do what I do. Look on YouTube. Yeah, I do that all the time. You know I create YouTube content. I'm creating content as we speak. But it's something you can always, if you want to, there's always something you can do better. Always. No matter who you are. There's always someone who can learn a new technique, you can learn a new skill, you can try new materials because they're constantly coming up with new stuff. You can always, if you want to, things are there. And have a look on YouTube and have a nose around it. But most important thing is your last sentence, part of the sentence, so you can enjoy the hobby. Enjoyment is everything. Don't be too upset about stuff. Don't be too focused on doing this or trying to be this. Enjoyment is everything in this hobby. Rob, good night, mate. Thanks so much for dropping by. Looking forward to that Sagittaria, whatever was coming over that. That's going to be great fun to have a look at. Mikey, Tamiya extra thin won't work on the Rubicons though. That's interesting. What sort of glues do work on them? There you go. Thank you for becoming a supporter, mate. That's really cool of you. Thanks so much. Welcome. You will be getting the supporter special for the rest of this, for the next 4 weeks actually. Every Saturday, every Saturday, make sure you check out on the homepage of my channel, and there's a special supporters video there every Saturday. But welcome, thank you so much for joining. Flag magnet, yes, it's all about practice and enjoying it. And you've got different ideas and things you think, oh, I want to try that, and you don't want to try that. And sometimes you try things you think, oh, I really wish I hadn't bothered. I do it all the time. I look at the stuff and think, do you know what, I shouldn't have done that. What am I going to do about it? And either work around it or start again. Sometimes, but but also do join Gary's friends. If you do YouTube, come along to Gary's friends stuff on YouTube. Link is always on the Monday Matters links every Monday, and come and see what people are doing there. And if you've got questions, ask questions, because the people on that Facebook group, and it's like 600 of them now, they are all very respectful, very, very supportive, and very knowledgeable. So they'll give you some great ideas. If you've got stuck on something, want a bit of inspiration on something, there's going to be plenty of good help there. I'm really proud of that community that's sort of evolved. I just set it up and it's like become organically evolved into this really good, supportive group of people. I'm really, really liking that part of things. So do come along. Right, so, bearded veteran, I'll come back to that in a minute. Jaws, thank you so much, mate. Lovely to see you. Rob Johnson, thank you again for dropping in. Really, really happy to see you. Do make sure you'll come back for Monday Matters as well. Don't forget that. But also, so there's some more content coming. There might be some more content coming. Depends on how well I get to edit. It might be, might not be. There's going to be more stuff next week anyway. Channel nearly at 16,000 Yeah, yeah, very nearly up to the next 1,000 subs, so not far away. Another a couple of hundred or so to go, and we'll be getting there, which is fantastic. Andy, different people have different ambitions. Absolutely. Do you know what? You're right. I'm never going to have the skills to do what a lot of these people. Some of these people, they're artists. I'm never going to have their skills or their patience. But I'm really happy doing what I do. So, and if people are happy watching me do what I do, then that's back of the net as far as I'm concerned. I'm really, really happy with that. Yeah, Bobby. Yeah, 17,000. You're absolutely right. Okay, Mikey, bearded veteran. If you make your own version of the Tamiya extra thing, which is acetone and butyl acetate in equal proportions, then it works. But the proper stuff doesn't. That's really weird. There must be something else in the proper stuff, as it were. That. What about other manufacturers' stuff like this, Mr. Hobby stuff? Does that work? Maybe I need to try that and see whether that works. But it's interesting that Tamiya doesn't work. That's really weird. Simon, yes, oh, fantastic. Yeah, Harrow, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. Be grand to see you there, my friend. I will. Yes, 20th, isn't it? So 18th is going to be the live stream. 19th, I'm at the Presto there. If it's the 20th, club night. I will be there, my friend. I will see you. Stuart, just joined the Facebook group. Fantastic. Thank you so very much. Grand. Enjoyed the company there. They're really good people. Really good people. Ba, ba, ba. My current ambition is to open one of my big kits and not be scared to start them. Okay. I have to do this for the channel, and sometimes, yeah, I looked at the Liberator and I thought, what? I really want to build this, but I really don't. I look at the instructions and think, page on page. But I remember someone back in the day, years and years and years ago, saying about problem solving, dealing with problems. He said it's all about little elephants. He said, now if you tackle elephants when they're at a distance away from you, they're little, they're a long way away from you, then that's fine, you can deal with them. But when they come close to you, when things get really on top of you, they're really big and they're impossible to deal with. So always deal with little elephants. So what you do is you break it up into little bits, and you think, okay, I'm going to build this part of the cockpit today, or I'm going to start this cockpit. Ignore the rest of the kit. Pretend it don't exist. Little elephants in the distance. Just deal with what you need to that day, and you'll get through it. And suddenly, oh, actually, that's really nice. And so a lot of the kits are designed in this kind of modular way, like the B-26 I'm doing. There's a lot of parts which are quite modular. So you do the cockpit area, you do the bomb bay, you do this, and then you just slot them all in as components into the fuselage. Close the fuselage, job done. So suddenly, wow, I finished the fuselage. It's like page, whatever pages, a lot of pages. And it's the same, right, okay, we've done the fuselage. I can start the wings now. Do I worry about the engines now? Do I worry about the undercarriage now? No, I don't, because that's little elephants in the distance. Deal with the wings. And you deal with the wings. Deal with the engines. Deal with the engines. Deal with the undergear. Bits and pieces. And you don't need to be scared by kits. If you're scared by the kit, then the manufacturer hasn't done their job properly, because they should be making you really anticipate the joy of making the kit, in my opinion. And so just break it into bits. Think of it in little sections, and just go for it bit by bit by bit, and then work your way through. You'll be fine. Be absolutely fine. Bobby, yeah, it's exactly. It suits my mindset. It suits me having to film and think about edits and stuff like that. You have to do these bits one by one. So Robert, just you bought it, you own it. You're the man. It's your kit. You're the boss. Right? Don't be scared by them. Just bit by bit. Just do little bits at a time, and you'll be absolutely fine. Okay, Mikey, it's to me a hazmat sheet only has those two chemicals, but it must be something there. That's really weird. Really, really weird. Hey ho. Okay, it's 10:05. My God, time just goes by. Well, I feel very achieved in that I've actually managed to put together an egg kit while I've been chatting with you. Very happy with that. Thank you all so very, very, very much for joining in tonight. It's always a delight to do these shows. I just really enjoy them, and I hope you do too. Thanks to everyone coming along for all your chat, all your contributions, helping other people out, helping me out as well, actually. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, rest of the weekend. Remember Monday Matters. On Monday, I'll be talking about the kit of the week, among other things, and it is an absolute gem, let me tell you. And come back for some more content next week. So don't forget, 18th of June is the next live stream. Thank you all so very much for making this so much fun to do. And I'll catch you again very, very soon. Take good care now. Take good care of the ones you love. And goodbye.